In the long course of BTS's career, there have been many memorable moments, both on stage and in their daily lives. One of the stories that has recently become a hot topic of conversation is the moment of togetherness between Kim Taehyung, V, and John Jungkook when they spent time together on a small military boat. This moment became a powerful symbol of their sincere and deep friendship, even amid the pressure and constant glare of the world lurking. That day, the atmosphere around the small dock on the edge of a remote lake was peaceful. The fresh morning air and clear blue sky welcomed the arrival of Taehyung and Jungkook, the two youngest members of BTS who are known to have a close relationship. They decided to take a moment out of their busy schedule to experience the tranquility of nature. The small military boat, with its fading green paint, became their choice for cruising the lake. The decision to use military boats was not something out of the ordinary. According to the story, the boat is part of the facilities offered by one of the military training sites located far from the city crowd. Taehyung, who is famous for his curiosity, proposed this idea. Jungkook, who is always open to new adventures, immediately agreed without hesitation. When they boarded the boat, the atmosphere was full of laughter and jokes. Taehyung, with his humorous personality, constantly tries to entertain Jungkook with his funny stories. Meanwhile, Jungkook, who often shows his serious side, can't help but laugh every time Taehyung makes a joke. Their relationship seemed so natural, like two brothers who complement each other. When the boats begin to move slowly leaving the pier, they are immersed in the beauty of the environment. The calm waters of the lake reflect the shadows of the green trees that surround it. The low-flying birds add to the peaceful impression of the morning. "It's like another world," Taehyung said as he looked around. Jungkook, who was busy taking photos with his Polaroid camera, simply nodded in agreement. They rowed together, wading through the waters with laughter and small talk. Behind their jokes, however, there are moments of deep reflection. During one of their conversations, Jungkook suddenly said, "Hyung, isn't it strange how our lives are changing so fast? From ordinary children in Daegu to what it is today." Taehyung smiled slightly and replied, "That's not strange. It is the journey we choose. We may not know what's going to happen, but I'm glad we did it together." That simple sentence brought a moment's silence between them, but the silence was filled with gratitude and warmth. As the two youngest members of BTS, they've been through a lot together. They shared stories about the difficulties they faced when they were trainees, homesickness, to the happiness they felt when they achieved a dream that seemed impossible. Taehyung and Jungkook have a special bond based not only on friendship, but also a sense of mutual understanding as individuals who grew up under the spotlight of the world. The moment on the boat was also a place for them to support each other. Taehyung talks about his solo projects he's working on, while Jungkook shares about his plans to improve his art skills. They give each other feedback, showing that even though the world considers them superstars, they are still two best friends who support each other. In the middle of their journey, the wind began to blow a little stronger, making the small boat sway lightly. Jungkook, who was relaxed at first, looked a little tense. Taehyung, realizing that, tried to break the ice by joking, "Don't worry, Kookie. If this boat sinks, I will swim and take you to land. I'm like a dolphin, you know?" Jungkook laughed at the joke. "I'm a better swimmer than you," he said, his head spinning. That little moment showed the other side of their relationship, a healthy rivalry always tinged with affection and mutual flirting. When the sun began to rise, they decided to stop for a moment in the middle of the lake. Taehyung opens the simple provisions they brought, in the form of sandwiches and canned drinks. They sat together on the boat, enjoying their meals while continuing to talk about everything, from lighthearted topics like music and movies to more in-depth discussions about life. "I think sometimes we forget to cherish little moments like this," Taehyung said in a serious tone. "Too many things are happening around us, and we are always running to the next goal." Jungkook nodded as he looked at the calm water. "That's right, Hyung. But I'm glad we can spend time like this. It feels like we're back to who we were before everything got so big." Their conversation on the boat mirrors the complex but beautiful dynamics of their relationship. They're not just two colleagues or ordinary friends. They are a family that grows together, facing all ups and downs with courage and togetherness. When they finally returned to the dock, it was already noon. Although their journey on the boat was relatively short, the moment left a deep impression on both. In an interview some time after that, Jungkook had mentioned the moment as one of the best memories he had with Taehyung. The story on the small military boat serves as a reminder to fans that despite their busy lives and pressures, Taehyung and Jungkook are still two ordinary human beings who seek happiness in simple things. The moment is not just about the boat or the lake, but about the friendship, reflection, and gratitude they feel towards the journey of their lives that eye in the eyes of fans. This moment showed another side of BTS that is rarely seen: warmth, humility, and sincere relationships between its members. And like many other stories they shared, this moment served as an inspiration for many to value relationships and togetherness in their own lives. After they return to the mainland, Taehyung and Jungkook sit on a wooden bench by the lake. The afternoon sun radiates its warm rays, while a gentle breeze continues to blow, carrying the fresh scent of the surrounding trees. Although the small boat they were using was moored at the dock, their conversation was not over. Taehyung stared at the lake, his gaze looking far away, as if he was contemplating something deep. Jungkook watched Hyung's expression, trying to guess what was on his mind. Finally, Taehyung spoke, his voice low but full of meaning. "Kookie, have you ever thought about what we will be doing 10 years from now?" The question surprised Jungkook. He was silent for a moment, trying to find the right answer. "I don't know, Hyung. Maybe I'll still sing, or try something new. But I think, as long as we all support each other, whatever we do will feel right." Taehyung smiled at that answer. "I thought so too. Sometimes, I worry about what will happen in the future. But looking at you, looking at all of us, I feel confident that we can get through anything." The conversation reflects their maturity, which is often hidden behind their youthful faces and exuberant energy. As part of a group that has reached the peak of global popularity, they are certainly faced with pressure to continue to maintain such success. However, in moments like this, they can free themselves from that burden and just be two friends who share their thoughts. Unforgettable moments of laughter. After a few moments of conversation, the atmosphere became more relaxed. Taehyung, who is always full of ideas, suddenly invites Jungkook to play a little game. It proposes a game of guessing songs using the sounds of birds or the sounds of nature around them. "I'll start," Taehyung said, imitating the sound of a bird. Jungkook laughs out loud at Taehyung's imitation, which, while funny, is far from perfect. "Hyung, it doesn't even sound like a bird," Jungkook said as he tried to hold back his laughter.
"Hey,
"Don't underestimate my talent," Taehyung replied in a joking tone, before he tried again, this time in a more strange voice. The simple game brought laughter that echoed around the lake. The staff around them also laughed at the cuteness of the interaction between the two members.